Hi all, welcome to my channel. I am Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to continue with our marathon build of Build the Enterprise D. So we are going to do stage 90 of Build the Enterprise D. Really coming along now, I've got to admit. So I had 4 magazines and this is going to complete the second magazine today of what I have backlogged. So more or less halfway there. But my next shipment is due to be out for next week, so we could have another 4 come in. But hey ho, it is good to be working on it, and it is good to get it back on the bench at the end of the day. Anyway, let's go up to the bench. So, with all that said, let's get modelling.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
Okay, so stage 90. Right, let's get on with it. So we're going to need this framework that we had from the previous stage. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over. And we need to get this part here. Now this is just going to simply go into there like that. Nice and easy. Then we need these 2 pieces here. Now these are going to go on one there and one there. Now I think what this does is it allows the mechanism to be shut, but I've just realised I really need to get it around that way because of this little detail here. Okay, so we need to screw that in, and we're doing that with 6 FM screws. So quite a few screws today, because the next stage is we've got more screws to put in. So yeah, belt and braces today. So that's 1 in. Two in. This will be 3. Now I'll do the other one. So another 3 FM screws. That one was a little bit troublesome getting in. But it's in. Just try not to break the the phaser array underneath, but it's easier said than done. Okay, so there we go. That is on, and that allows us to sort of kind of open and shut where the stand will go. So there we go. Right, what we need to do next is I need to bring over this piece here. I'm going to go to the top camera because we're going to be installing this. So this is going to sit on like that. Okay, now this needs to be secured down, and to be honest with you, it is secured down. Whew, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the outer edges of this, and that is with FM screws. I'm going to get a load of them and start with the outer edge. So one here. think it's the easiest option because we've got various screws all over the place in this. Now, you also want to make sure that you're not trapping any wires. So as I'm going around this, I'm just making sure no wires are getting trapped. One here. This is definitely not going anywhere. Okay, that's another one in. I don't know why it's picked an IM screw up, but no well. Okay, so we can more or less now, we've just got one here, one here, one here, and one there. Not easy. Another one. Need more FM screws. One here. Okay, so now I'm just going to go around and see where else it wants FM screws. So, wants an FM screw here where my finger's pointed to. Why it's got one on one side and not one on the other side, I don't know, but okay. One there. Then it wants one in there. Okay. And it wants wow, 4 FMs here. Okay. And I think that'll be it for the FMs, but we do have some other size screws going in. Can I feel it coming together by doing this? Okay, so they are in. Right, at the back here, it wants an AM screw. Okay, so that's in place. And I think, so we've got some struts on here. that we put in ages ago, and they're going to be screwed in with BM screws, and there's 4 of them to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly put these in, lining them all up, and then I'll go around and tighten them, because if I tighten them too much, like the one at the front here is very, very off. In fact, I'm going to have to try and get something in that so I can bend it. Right. Don't think these 2 at the back are too bad. They kind of more or less line up. Oh, shocked. I have trapped the wire. But I believe it is a wire for my power mod. So I might be able to get away with it. In fact, yes, I can get away with it. Might just try and undo these and just see if I can pull it out. No, I'm going to have to cut it. That's fine. I've got quite a lot of length on it anyway. Sprue cutters. Tweezers. It's alright, can be sacrificed. Try and get a blade in there. Done it. Right, didn't lose much of the wire, and I can extend that if needs be. Good job I saw that when I did though. Oh well, it's a bit of a memory that's in there. Try and shorten that a bit more. Hey, these things happen. Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my sprue cutters away. The hook I used went missing. Right, so let's tighten this all back down again and finish this off. Right, and then BM screws we put in, I've finished tightening them down now. Okay, so there we have that in place. Fantastic. Okay, moving on, because we've still got a bit more to do. So if I go back to the build camera, we have another panel and more lifeboats. So we'll get these in, and then we get to fit this panel on the saucer section. So we have had quite a bit to do in this one. But then it'd be another magazine down, which is great. Oh, they're giving us the exact amount of lifeboats we needed also, which is also good. Okay, we need our cover plate, which is this here. This is just going to simply go over. Just check I've got them all the right way. Yes, I have. And then I secure that down with 2 AM screws. These are smaller screws. Now the reason I don't keep this flat on my bench while I'm doing it is, if I did that, I wouldn't get it fully down, because the lifeboats, they pop out a little bit, they're raised. And if I was to do this on the desk, I wouldn't get that down fully. Right, the next thing to do is we need to put this on. I believe it's just going to go on like that. Yep. And we're securing that in with 2 IM screws. Wow, that's tough to get in. That really is tough to get in. No, that's not going in. Wow. Try a different IM screw. I think that isn't the correct screw, you know. Yes, that's the correct screw. A rogue screw in there. Don't know what that's from. Okay, we need our saucer section next. Oh, here she is. Go to the top camera, because we're going to fit this in place over here. Okay, and we're securing that down. It's all clipped in with 2 FM screws. Oh, we had a rogue screw in there. It's crazy. Again, I'm not putting the covers on them, guys, until this is all secured in. Then I'll put them in. Okay, there we have it. Panel in place. And we've done that other piece. So I am happy with how it has all gone. Looking really, really nice. It's lovely to see this, and I can't wait. Now in the next pack or magazine, we do start working on this end. So we're more or less going to get it up to here in the next 2 packs, which will then more or less match up what we've got. So yeah, it's going to be good fun. But that is stage 90 complete. Well guys, that is it for our Enterprise D build. It made me sweat again. That was a lot of screws to put in, but it's in, and yeah, my wrist is absolutely killing me after all them screws, but it's in now, which is fantastic. And yeah, I am really pleased the way it looks. Shame about that little wire catching, but you know, I can sacrifice that. That's a mod I've put in there. So, and I only lost what, 0.5 mil of wire, so it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world at the end of the day, but yeah, looking super fine she is. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.